I sat through the Colts game. I went shopping during overtime. The Colts game's over. The Falcons lost. I have a choice of 3 games to listen to. I'm eating Armour sausage. I got Armour sausage on my tortilla and 8 slices of cheese from. I'm not drinking beer. I'm pouring Venom. I could have gone out hours ago, but we timed my drinks with my show. I drank water, 2 jugs of water. That's right. I was drinking all night. Usually I wake up, I buy two Venoms, but I drink so much water that I'm just gonna drink 1 Venom. Big deal. I might not listen to anything. See, my subs is about to hit 1660. Come on, help me get the subs up. Tua Tagovailoa is 2 for 2 for 4 yards. Caleb Williams 3 for 5. Giants already have the ball back with 13 minutes. How Caleb Williams ran five throws in under 3 minutes. The Giants already have the ball. Lamar Jackson, 1 of 2 for 6 yards. And the Vikings have the ball for some reason. Lamar Jackson has thrown 2 passes already. And the Vikings have the ball with less than 2 minutes off the clock. Here we go, Jets. 1 for 1. Justin Fields, 0 yards. The Jets are still driving. It's Baker Mayfield, 3 for 3, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Okay, somebody's good today. Bryce Young, 2 for 2, 6 yards. I want to see Andy Dalton play versus his old team, the Saints. We still might be one of the only teams he hasn't beat. Trevor Lawrence deep. The Texans have already had the ball. It looks like only the Saints haven't had the ball yet because the Panthers are on a long drive. Did Atlanta piss that game away? Maybe. I mean, the Colts are really good. There's 2 slices of cheese inside mine. I don't want to listen to anything. I'm just looking at the scores. I'll be sleeping at halftime. I've been up since 5 o'clock yesterday. 17 hours. That's a lot. Jared Allen, one for two, 8 yards. But the Dolphins have the ball back. And nobody scored. Why is Jared Allen trash? Jared Cook, 1 rush for 1 yard. Sounds like the Bills ran 3 plays and had 9 yards. That's why I'm not trying to watch a Buffalo Bill game. When they're in the playoffs, maybe. Check out the babe in my thumbnail. Why have I been awake so long? Euphoria, free buzz. Get a free buzz from my chemicals inside. Free buzz from the chemicals inside. But 17 hours awake is normal. I mean, who needs more than 7 hours of sleep? I'm not a growing child. So, but I need to bulk up on raw cheese. Who's watching football? My favorite food? Harry Potter's wizard cooking. I'll eat anything Harry Potter makes. Am I bipolar? Well, I hope. Jesus is king. It's so true. No negativity. Thanks for the sub. Back to looking at the scores. J.J. McCarthy is playing. What? The JJ is 3 of 4 for 76 yards, no touchdown. The Giants have a rushing touchdown. Oh, surprise. You identify with this type of eating. It's just fuel in my body. Absolute poverty meal. Cheers. Yeah, this is just tortilla, Swiss cheese, and Vienna sausage. I call it, well, I can tell you exactly how much it cost. These are 25-cent slices of cheese. So I put, there's 50 cents worth of cheese. 2 Vienna sausages is about 35 cents. No, we'll say 30. $1.25 divided by 6, what is that? 20 cents, 40 cents. So 40 cents plus 50 cents. The tortilla is 8 for $2. The tortilla is the same as the cheese, so but it's only one. So a 25-cent tortilla, 2 25-cent slices of cheese for 75 cents, plus the Vienna sausage, which we figured out to be 40 cents. This is $1.05 straight raw. My drink costs $1.50. And I don't eat peanut butter or nothing, so This is what my food looks like. Now I can save the can of beans for later. I might be eating my beans without my tortillas because I can't buy tortillas on Sunday. I'll wait till Monday to get another bag. Derrick Henry is rushing. The Browns are in field goal range. Buccaneers have the ball back. The Patriots are not showing up in Tampa. The Panthers are up 7-0, about to go up 14-0 in the Superdome. No, they're at home. Which team will be the last to score? I don't think the Browns and Jets are going to start trading points, but any of these other games, the Ravens should answer, the Vikings, Bears and Giants are 0-0, Bills and Dolphins 0-0. We are now chunking down the final 4 slices. Oh yeah, nobody likes Swiss. That's why there's still cheese on the rack at $2 a bag. Because they're about to stop selling cheese. I ate cheese 4 days in a row. Go shop for cheese at Target tomorrow. A good burp. Let me look at my analytics real quick. Usually check around 10 minutes, we're at 13 minutes. I'm plugging my phone in and next move. I'm at 44 views. Okay. As long as Jonathan Taylor didn't get 80 yards in overtime, he talking about I rushed for 300 on the Colts. The Colts had 4 turnovers and still won. But they're struggling versus Falcons. I don't know how the fuck that game ended up ending like that. The Colts couldn't stop a single rushing play. And the Falcons kept throwing it. Why? The Browns have a passing touchdown. Dylan Gabriel, 3 for 6 for 27 yards. It's under 5 yards per attempt. That's fucking trash. What's up, Teddy Roosevelt? This Moto Toad. I'm enjoying watching the 7 games going on. There's no sound. I just have a scoreboard. So one game isn't enough for me. Enjoy 7 games at a time. Setting up a nap at halftime, waking up for sometime around the to restream again during the end of the 49ers Rams game. I took 7 pictures when I went out. Including one with a hot babe in the thumbnail. Did you see her? I am raw dogging the Swiss cheese. My gut loves it. My taste buds. I hate Swiss cheese. There's gonna be no Swiss cheese on the rack next week. I predict abandoned building. No. Hard prognostication, tough nut to crack. The Jags have 9 points already. The Jags go up 10-0. On the Texans, the Jags will be pushing their 6th win. Amazing, the Colts have what? Did they get their 10th? How many? 8 wins? Well, I couldn't take the Patriots how they're playing right now. I don't think Baker will lose until he plays in Buffalo. I'll definitely take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Home field advantage. Hard to beat that. Baker came out 3 for 3, touchdown. That was the first quickest score of the game. It was so quick you weren't here yet. But I saw it happen. Alright, my cheese is all gone. There's two tortillas left. I put those under my mattress. Oh my God. I still got one weenie. Get this cheese out of my mouth. New ashtray. Okay, let's go. Cigarette count. A lot. I got a lot. The Saints have scored a field goal. I thought the Colts would need to kick a 70-yarder to win that game. But they didn't. I definitely wash my Vienna sausage in the bathroom sink. I get the hot water coming out of the bathroom sink. I rinse my Vienna sausage for about 4 minutes, and it gets not stove top hot, but bathroom sink hot. There's still the very center of the dog will still be kind of room temperature. But yeah, you can't beat Vienna sausage. They're $1.25 for 4 ounces. So 4.6 ounces, that's 20 cents per ounce. depending on the brand, I prefer Armor. Okay, some people, you know, it, we're always room temperature, but I still brand first. I think I grew up on Libby's, but now I just enjoy Armor. Whereas Armor hot dog is rated as the least healthy hot dog. Vienna sausage is they've been making these cans for 90 years. It's the oldest and the original canned food. The first food ever put in a can is Vienna sausage. All of two companies make them. And Armor doesn't have any flavors. It's always straight. Salchicha di Vienna. I don't eat Spam, especially not room temperature. Spam is better if you have a stove. You gotta cook your Spam. Viennas are the best. Nothing beats a Vienna. It's versatile. It's ready to go. The lid pops off. Can't say, eliminate the greatness of the Vienna sausage. Yeah. The Dolphins are in field goal position to trailing 7. Let's look at the times. What game? They all sync up and end at the same time, but the Panthers Saints game has the least time left in it. 2 minutes in the first, with the Panthers having the ball to 60 yards out. I don't like flavored. Okay. It tends to toughen them up. It's only on the outside. I mean, I know it's not inside. It's like putting a fresh paint on a new car. The paint doesn't fool me. I know it's a Libby's underneath that. The best sauce would be some mayonnaise, and that doesn't mix with barbecue or hot sauce. Of course, it does mix, but it's a waste of mayonnaise if there's already sauce. Alex Legend is here. Welcome. It's my NFL Sunday show. I'm looking at scores. I'm serious. I don't have audio things playing. Is anybody going to go higher than 10 points today? During this 10 o'clock? What do my perimeters look like? I don't know. But I just took a boatload of pictures. I'm gonna upload a post with 6 similar pictures. I won't bother trying to load them right now. It's because I can. Can I give? Yes, can I give donation, brother? The last time I gave a super chat, yeah, I can do that. I can give a super chat. I usually will watch a girl and then give her $1. after only if she just gets monetization, like on like her little monetization party. I give dollars to all the girls I watch, and I'm not watching a lot of girls right now. There's a lot of fine ass girls, but I'm not. Maybe during summer I'll be watching girls stream. Shout out some names: Heavenly Bunny, Goddess Haley. Invisible Girl. Nah, I'm okay. Don't do that shit. The only good nation is donation. Yeah, yeah. Fork over a lifetime supply of brooms. I feel like I need to take the broom out with me. I want to be that guy with his own broom. The Jets have 14. They're doubling up the Browns, 14-7. These are really some booty ass, crap ass 7 o'clock games. Yeah, I want free bombas, every free knee-high socks, please. Some charity socks. Bombas. Kind of socks you see people wearing, and that's a non-retail sock. Somebody donated $100 to give that pair of socks. I have some bombas in here. I'm wearing a short, you want to see my socks? I got a 20 pack of these socks. That means there's 40 in the bag. I'm very liberal with my application. Trying to go through them. Trying to waste these socks. I got to get through these socks. Go buy some new ones. Cause I ain't washing them. I got I probably got 6 pairs of high black socks that are dirty. I throw them in the sink and wash them. If I need to, if I'm too cheap, if I feel too cheap to go buy socks, I might wash my socks in the sink. So that's like save $6 right there. I got a wife beater budget. I get my this is a donation quality hoodie because it was donated. I've been wearing this hoodie for 4 years. I went through a phase where I didn't have any hoodies because they're trashy. Let's just pull it off. Nobody's impressed. Everybody knows you get these. You can get one of these at most Muslim church donations. back to the scores. Baker Mayfield 3 for 6 for 52. He started off perfect, 3 for 3. Then he's 3 incompletes in a row. Baker's showing signs of fatigue in the first quarter. So maybe he isn't all that. I mean, he's kind of short. Baker is probably, how tall? Baker is under 6 feet, right? How tall is this guy? Gina. Six one. That's probably a fucking lot. You know, dude, a short 6'1". He's got to be the only good 6'1" quarterback. And you just really wouldn't want one of those. And what is he trying to do? Be the next Trent Dilfer? The next worst quarterback to take a team to the, he's taking the Buccaneers. He's not gonna, replace Brady on the all-time. It's kind of sad he's in Tampa. Let's just admit it. I kind of like Baker, but I don't like Tampa because it's the home of. Trent Dilfer was at least on the Super Nintendo version of Tecmo Bowl. He's probably the only rookie in '95 that ever won a Super Bowl. That was in Tecmo Bowl. Yeah, I mean, Tecmo Bowl is the greatest game of all. It has more heroes than Pokemon. What's the estimate? 20 players per team, 28 teams. That's a lot more than 150. Plus, they're all real. Your imagination, that's work. Okay, so Nintendo made those people famous, and there's the Tecmo Bowl players are still the highest rated in the broadcast booth in the Hall of Fame. All these people that went into the Hall of Fame in the last 20 years are just trash players. Conway Tweedy. I don't know who that is, but I'm Googling it right now. Rockabilly. Nah. Sideburns, nah. Levi jacket, only because I'm in San Francisco. You would never see me in a Levi jacket. I'm in San Francisco. That's all we got. I'm not trying to look like a weirdo. I'm trying to walk around. It sounds like it make noise. I want to have complete and utter silence from my devices during my Overwatch. The Patriots have scored a touchdown. I'm going to open up the box score just to see if Andy Dalton has come into the game. No, he's not. No, I'm a psychopath. I don't listen to geezer music like rockabilly or Elvis or Jefferson Airplane. Everybody was just so focused on music, but I was born in '76 and I became a video game guy, and none of the people could translate. They had so much brain rot. They're stealing brain rots by reading album covers. You know, I'm not trying to steal the brain. Who's that guy? Put his name in a sentence with brain. Conway Twitty is like a brain rot, and even Family Guy's brain rot. Now, on a tier list, if I have to pick which one do I want to watch, I mean, my goal is to see every episode of The Simpsons. I've missed at least 200 probably, so I mean, I have a lot of Simpsons to catch up on. But below that, what cartoon would I watch? I don't think I like any of them. Family Guy can be okay. My opinion on the creators of these cartoons ruins your enjoyment. So people still don't understand what Axl Rose is yapping about, but Fox couldn't get the Guns N' Roses. Axl Rose has an exclusive contract to play Welcome to the Jungle for the Bengals, and nobody else is in. Like the Bengals, Fox, when it became a network in 1980s, they really wanted Axl Rose. I guess The Simpsons would be an Illuminati show, and that is the side of the government. The defunct, non-active, currently being abused as stooges of the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood of Trump. That's what it is. Trump is the leader of the Brotherhood, and the Illuminati is smarter than the Brotherhood. I'll follow up on that later. The Dolphins are up 13. Why are the Dolphins up 13-3 on the Bills? I mean, could you imagine me like listening to I just like to know these bullshit's going down. I don't need to look. I'm like Drake. I don't need to look. Thanks, Marv Levy. He's a little overrated. But you have to really be mad that they couldn't sign Andre Reed, because he went straight to Brett Favre and won the Super Bowl. So the Buffalo Bills, you can look at that team and say, yeah, they won a Super Bowl with the Packers. Cornelius Bennett had good stats in the game. I play a lot of Buffalo Bills. Eric Davis was not a good runner in the game. I think he fumbled all the time. I wish I never ran a single snap with Eric Davis. The worst part of the Buffalo Bills, they were loaded at wide receiver with Don Debe, James Lofton, Andre Rison, Pete Metzelaars. Oh wow, I can name the whole offense from Super Nintendo. I know all 6 players. Frank Reich is the backup. Norwood, the kicker. Cornelius Bennett, the best stats. He's on the bottom of the screen. Steve Tasker on special teams. How come 4 teams have to be off this week? No Cowboys game, no Bengals game, no Titans game, no Chiefs game. The NBA has like 1 game a night sometimes because they have 30 teams. As soon as the NBA gets 2 more teams, there's going to be 1 more game on 1 night of the week. So I seen Doug Flutie play. I was collecting Doug Flutie cards while he was in the CFL, and then he came back to Buffalo, and he tried to run a naked bootleg in the playoffs on the Jets. Flutie couldn't beat the Jets. Okay. Otherwise, Flutie was a good quarterback. If I look at Doug Flutie's playoff, I think it's probably 96 he played the Jets. He was 0-2 in the playoffs versus Miami. Was it? That's right, it was Miami in 99. Dude lost to Dan Marino, right? Is that who that would be? Then he played on the Bears in 87. Yeah, you can give him the goddamn 87 Bears. Doug Flutie couldn't beat who? The Redskins? Redskins were tough. I don't think I've seen that game. I need to double check. Go find the upload of that and look at that Doug Flutie playoff run. Dude was short, 5'10" or 5'9". He wasn't even on the 85 Patriots. I'm trying to load here. My scores. Get back to the scores. Checking the clocks. 9 minutes left in the first. 9.5 minutes left in the second quarter of the Panthers. The Browns Jets end of the first right now. This Panthers game will, yeah, okay. What game is going to finish last? Who is dragging ass? The Bears have 13. The Bills really have the most time left in the second. Barely 14 seconds more than the Texans and Jags. I'm going to listen to my radio for a second. And because my radio is watching all 7 games.
What I saw or heard out of Jalen Phillips was lame and it was weak. For a guy that the Dolphins drafted after you quit football because of an injury, came back, took a chance on you. Somebody right now tell me that Jalen Phillips affected big plays they remember when he was with the Dolphins. Exactly. For him to go to the next team and talk the way he talked, it tells me that might have been one of the guys that just needed to get out of the locker room. I told you this, and I shared it with Kerry Rose. And Kerry Rose, a former All-Pro in this league, 100% agrees with me, and so did Eric Dickerson. There's no such thing as lost the locker room. That's a myth. There's no such thing as lost the locker room. You're a grown-ass man that's
Eric Dickerson lost the locker room. How dare this buffoon trying to back up Eric Dickerson? Eric Dickerson was a lost cause. The Rams had one play, 45 wide, 45. Charles Robinson, Coach John Robinson. he had no passing game. The Rams only ran the ball, and Jim Everett was a miracle worker. He put some wide receivers in the Hall of Fame, basically. And having any Hall of Fame caliber players is just lucky. I think it's time for a big morning Dookie. Dookie break.
It worked for a little bit. When they hung up 70, everyone was talking about Daniel and the Dolphins.
Poo poo break.
Number 1 and number 2 rushing. Tyreek Hill has went back-to-back 1,700-yard receiving yards. Because you didn't have your homegrown talent. When guys got hurt, you had to put young guys in. They weren't
Oh
ready.
yeah, 100 views, okay, so
We're talking about the Saints quarterback. Shock. Who's that? 4 of 728 yards in the score. The Saints have taken a 10-7 lead over the Panthers. How about that? In Carolina. So, shock. Division game, man. Right? Division game. Like the 35-year-old rookie quarterback. Shock. Are you guys not like 9 years of college football? You get these crazy guys that transfer, get an extra year, COVID year, the whole shebang. Boy, I'm watching Drake May right now. He is literally throwing the ball to nobody. Yeah. Like he's throwing passes that are not 5 yards in the vicinity of anybody, offensively or defensively. He is completely discombobulated right now. However, the Patriots are even with the Bucs, 7-all in that game. All right, quick update of the scoreboard. Bears and Giants 7-all. These are all mid-second quarter scores. Dolphins over the Bills 13-0. Vikings lead the Ravens 10-3. Jets over the Browns 14-7. 7-all Patriots, Buccaneers. Saints lead the Packers 10-7. And the Jaguars still leading the Texans 10-0. Jags can't get anything going offensively in this game right now.
put in Andy Dalton.
The Texans are really, really struggling. Yeah, they're really struggling. But once again, they had
Everybody says they try not to score and then they hit the spread, right? So they're teasing Dalton might have to come in. That's the most exciting thing I have to look forward to in these 7 games. Yeah. Okay, I do want the Bears to win their 6th game because the 49ers have 6 games, and it would be really funny if the Bears take the 7th playoff spot. As a matter of fact, there's not going to be a playoff race in the NFC unless the Bears can push 6 wins because there's like no 4-win teams. Yeah, so the Panthers have 5 wins. They're looking for 6. The Bears are looking for 5. They're looking. This is a big game, but the Giants have 2 wins. They'd just be sucking up wins into the black hole of no playoffs. Their all-stars are hurt. You know, they could have had their young rookies. They didn't get their legs broken. I'm so ready to just. If the Rams lose, I'm gonna shave my beard. But why would I punish? If I want to shave, I should say I have so much confidence. If the Rams win, I'm gonna shave. Okay, I'm gonna. If the Rams beat the 49ers, it's a brand new me. And it's not a punishment. Because I don't punish myself. The Jaguars are up 17-0. The Bills are down 13-0. Only the Texans and the Bills have not scored today. Both of these teams won a playoff game last year. Or were the Bills bounced in the first round? Let me double check. Houston beat the Chargers at home by 20 in the playoffs. Baltimore beat Buffalo beat Denver by over 20. They beat Baltimore by 2. They lost to Kansas City by 3. And now they're trailing the Dolphins by 13. Pathetic. It's pathetic. But I hit my 100 views before. I didn't check my sub counter. Into the dashboard. $108 views. Remember, my first check was at 40. At halftime, I started to care. They got me caring when the Falcons were close. I wanted them to win. The Colts scored in the overtime. I haven't seen. Bob Thornton. Like, whoa. I like Pauly Shore. In the Army is a more serious movie. Part of my pre-army. The Barbarian's gonna take Blue Meanie's BWO shirt. I think the Barbarian is still alive. Honky Tonk, at least we still got Honky Tonk Man. Woo! My show ends as soon as the Saints and Panthers go into the locker room. I'm at 81% battery at 55 minutes and 58 seconds. I have feedback coming from my cheesy, cringe. You know what? Let's put on a brand new wife beater.
Right.
receiver, not a true number one quarterback, not a true number one linebacker.
I blew out my wife beater. Blew it out. It was set. It was loose. It was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Radio's being honest about the 49ers not looking too good. The teams are furious they didn't make a trade. The fans are furious we didn't make a big trade. Get a boo. Every single one of these games is a one-score game. Only the Jags have a solid, they have the ball and 14-point lead. The Dolphins have the ball, 13-point lead. Why are the Bills so bad? Hey, Bengal, are they holding my beer? Is Buffalo holding my beer? I want to make sure Purdy didn't play every game, so he couldn't set records, and he still doesn't have 10,000 yards. He needs like 150 yards to get 10,000. Mac Jones has 17,000, nearly twice as much experience as Purdy. I'd rather have a Mac 10 pistol than a whatever Purdy has. Whatever Purdy has. Okay? I'd rather have macaroni and cheese instead of what Purdy has. I don't know what Purdy has. An NFC championship ring. I love that AFC championship ring. That's what I love. I want Joe Burrow's ring, not Ken Anderson's Super Bowl ring. Bengals quarterback is not in the Hall of Fame. Only Boomer. Only Boomer. Ken Anderson, no, because he took his Super Bowl ring with the Steelers. And he sold out the team. He belongs in the Steeler locker room. When you're done in Cincinnati, you don't come back, bro. You'd be like Chris Collinsworth. Nah, I'm not gonna. Don't hook me up with the commentating job at the Bengals game, because when you're done in Cincinnati, you're done. It took them like 11 or 12 years before they would even talk to Ocho Cinco again. And you know what? Ocho Cinco doesn't go to the games. Pat McAfee doesn't go to the Colt games. If Pat was at the game, they would have lost. Straight up. These people are bad luck. You have to keep keep retired players away. Every time you honor somebody, you usually lose. All right. Who's going to be at halftime? 1 minute and 14 seconds on the Ravens, second quarter. They have the ball in the red zone. They could tie the game. 10-10 for the Vikings. I could be on the radio listening to that Viking. I'm just not feeling like I don't want to get involved with Lamar Jackson audio. You know, I don't want to hear what they're saying about Lamar. I can listen to Grant Cohn, listen to Ben Mallard, Teddy Covers, and Chris Collinsworth on PFF sometimes. Maybe not this season. Last season, every week I listened to Pro Football Focus in the bathtub when I'm so dirty. I just keep opening tabs. Clickety click click. Who's going to halftime? It's bedtime for Belcher. Lucky me that actually it rhymes almost. Belcher's bedtime. That'll be straight to DVD. I want to be laser focused. Laser focus. I'll probably end up sleeping through that Steelers game. I'll probably end up sleeping through the Rangers game. Once I go to sleep, I don't give a shit about football. I'm on the West Coast. It's all built so the East Coast can watch it. We don't. I mean, I have to watch Sunday Night Football at 5:20. They get to watch it at 8:20. Of course, I'm probably gonna sleep till 8 o'clock. It all depends on how much money I want to spend. If I don't want to spend any money, I ain't gonna try to do nothing. Like most of Saturday, I basically took all of yesterday off. Yeah. I showed up once for 10 minutes, hit 40 views, I think. $40 views is just a chance for one sub. You know, the view count isn't the goal. Like, I mean, this episode, 100 views and 2 subs, right? You know, that's a 2% chance. Like, and I still only get 20 subs a month, so 2 out of 3 days I'll go up 1. But I do other things on YouTube. The Dolphins are up 16-0. looks like the Bills will not be playing with home field advantage. You can kiss Highmark, Frank. They kiss their stadium goodbye. I guarantee you the Giants will be the first team to play the Bills in the stadium next year. In the preseason. Preseason is important because that's when New York actually plays itself. Like every year, the Jets and Giants. I mean, that's when they play. Raiders usually play the Rams in the preseason. They're trying to squeeze every extra game in LA they can get. Don't let their Raiders memory in LA fade. The preseason is for like a historical yearning for who should be your real opponent. A lot of Super Bowl matches on the West Coast come out of the preseason. Usually the 49ers play the Denver or the Chargers every goddamn year. And that's the Super Bowl rematch. That's a preseason game. Currently, the Chargers have, I think they won the last 3 games versus the 49ers, and including 2 preseason games, which you might think not, they don't count. But hey, the team gets to come up and chill and win. Leave. The Chargers have no home. They're the homeless team. They just get to think about what if Levi was their home. Should they just go back to San Diego? No, because we're going to remilitarize San Diego to World War II levels, Navy traffic, and having football games is not part of the mission. San Diego has such a big mission with the Navy that they don't need football. Baltimore is an obsolete harbor. They don't even make boats anymore. They need the football. It is chill. Timeout by Baltimore with 24 seconds left. They're 60 yards out. They just don't want to go into the halftime that far ahead of everybody. Everybody has to be in the locker room at the same time, all 7 games. Spontaneous human synchronization. That Indianapolis football bubble is gonna burst. The Hoosiers or the Colts, one of these teams ain't gonna make it. Now it would be a complete it'd be crazy to see one city win the college football championship and the NFL championship at the same time. I don't think I've seen it before. No, because college football is always in some booty hole cities. Booty hole cities. I guess Miami actually plays in a Super Bowl stadium. Both teams, the Hurricanes and Dolphins. But they didn't win it in the same year. pause that. I'm going to wrap up this episode as soon as one of these games gets to halftime. Come on. Come on. Can one of them go to half? The Jags are up 17. They scored 10 in the first, 10 in the second. They have 17-point lead on the Texans in Texas. Texas just beat the 49ers, right? Isn't that they were saying? So the Jag, the problem with the 49ers is everybody should take this game. They never take a Rams game off. Everybody always shows up to play the Rams. They're dropping a game in the conference won't kill them. Massive pride, big pride. I want the Rams to win, but the quality of life around here only gets better when the Niners win. So I mean, I'm reaping the rewards and laughing in the shadows. I gave a bum a quarter because that's all he asked for. Oh, okay, I got a quarter. Make sure you ask for. Don't be shy. My cheese slice that cost me a quarter. 2 seconds left. The Patriots they get a touchdown to take a lead up on. And I told you Baker didn't look too hot. So Baker giving it up like a ripe cherry. I'm going to open up the box score one more time on this Panthers game. Make sure Dalton hasn't came in. Dalton's not in the game. I'm going to look at the box score of this Bears game just to see I'm spelling their names correctly. I think Jeremy Shockey was the most electrifying player of 2001. Not many people now the Giants lost. Was Jeremy Shockey on the team that lost? Let me see. How many Super Bowls did Jeremy Shockey play in? He's a two-time Super Bowl champ. On the 2002 New York Giants, first season. Well, either way, Jeremy Shockey was literally the guy in New York, and that's what matters. You can be, if you're not the guy in New York, you're just a guy somewhere. Then you got 2 Super Bowls. People don't even remember him. He's a tight end. Good looks, good looking guy. There you go. I have to pump it 4 times before it works. It's a weird pen. Baltimore field goal. They're trailing 9-10 with 2 seconds left in the I'm getting my second win. Do you think I'm gonna sit here through halftime? Second win. I do like to stay extra long, always hoping somebody else I know shows up, because I like to stay in touch. Don't ever accuse me of not staying in touch, or I'm touching right now. You feel one hair pop. Can I pull my hair through my wife beater? I can. You zoom in on that. Zoom on. Can't see that, and I'll be able to see it because I know what I'm looking for. Scan it with 3D. The 3D will see one hair. Wow, what an incredible waste of processing power. The DNA and the evidence. I'm putting my one hair back inside my back. My usernames are incriminating. I won't tell anybody my usernames. I haven't made a new one in a while. Cops come around fishing for... No, cops don't come around talking about, oh, what's your name on 4chan? You on that Reddit, boy? What's your name on Reddit, boy? Killer Man Solo, sir. What did you say? What did you say your name on Reddit was? It's Killer Man Solo. They let you have names like that on Reddit? Well, I guess you're not looking for me. What are you looking for? I'll tell you if I see him. Is there a bounty? Okay, the Bills are at halftime. They need a 16-point comeback. I'm going to crank up the radio because the radio is watching all the same thing I'm... You know, I'm going to put my other picture up and go to bed. It's true. I only covered the first half. I'll be back for the Rams game. I'll be back for the Niners and Rams. Because it's bragging rights. It doesn't even matter. I think the teams have the same record, right? No, the Rams have a better record. The Rams have only lost 2 games, and the 49ers have lost 3. Rams are pushing 7-2. No matter what, the Rams will still have the same amount of losses. They can't fall below in the standings. I mean, no, wait. They will be below. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I don't mind as long as the 49ers can do it without beating the Rams. They beat everybody else, not the Rams. You get on the sheet. You can see right there. I can see my chin. And shaving it and not growing it back until the color is gone. I don't want to have a red beard underneath white tips. See you later, guys. finger this shit, guys. I forgot to paint my face, guys.